Two teas can come from the same plant, the same country, even the same mountain, yet one becomes a luxury product and the other ends up in a supermarket tea bag. The difference lies in something called orthodox versus CTC processing. At first glance, tea seems simple: leaves, hot water, and a cup of infusion. But in the world of Darjeeling tea, nothing is simple. Behind every cup lies a complex system of leaf grading, chemistry, altitude, and craftsmanship, all of which shape how tea is valued in global markets. One of the most important distinctions in the tea world is the divide between orthodox tea and CTC tea, short for crush, tear, curl. This difference is not just about processing machines. It affects flavor, chemical composition, and ultimately the price buyers are willing to pay. To understand why first flush Darjeeling tea can sell for dramatically higher prices than mass market blends found in supermarkets, we need to look closely at how Darjeeling tea is produced. The story begins in early spring. Between late March and April, the tea bushes in Darjeeling awaken from winter dormancy. The first tender leaves that emerge during this period are harvested as what the tea world calls the first flush. These leaves are young, delicate, and chemically unique. Compared with teas harvested later in the year, first flush leaves contain higher concentrations of amino acids and lighter levels of oxidation compounds. The result is a tea that tastes brighter, more floral, and more aromatic. Unlike strong breakfast teas designed for milk, first flush Darjeeling is typically enjoyed without milk, allowing its subtle flavors to shine through. But chemistry is only part of the story. Darjeeling tea gardens are located high in the Himalayas, between 600 and 2000 meters above sea level. At these elevations, cooler temperatures slow down the growth of the tea plant, known as Camellia sinensis. Slower growth allows flavor compounds to accumulate inside the leaf. This is why high-altitude Darjeeling teas often display remarkable complexity. Some describe notes of flowers, fruits, or the famous muscatel character. In fact, two neighboring estates can produce noticeably different teas simply because their gardens sit at different elevations or face different sunlight patterns. This phenomenon is often referred to as terroir, a concept borrowed from the wine world. Now let's look at processing. Orthodox tea, the traditional method used in Darjeeling, preserves the whole leaf structure. The leaves are gently rolled, allowing producers to carefully control how much oxidation occurs. This delicate handling helps preserve the volatile aromatic compounds that define premium Darjeeling tea. In contrast, CTC processing involves machines that crush, tear, and curl the leaves into small granules. This method produces tea that brews quickly and creates a strong, dark liquor, ideal for tea bags and milk-based blends. CTC tea is efficient, consistent, and scalable, but it sacrifices the subtlety that defines orthodox Darjeeling. Darjeeling also faces a natural limitation: terrain. The region's steep Himalayan slopes make mechanized harvesting nearly impossible. Tea must be hand-plucked, following the classic standard of 2 leaves and a bud. This careful harvesting is slow and labor-intensive. Each kilogram of premium first flush tea represents thousands of individually selected leaf tips. At the same time, Darjeeling produces less than 1% of India's total tea output. Low production, combined with high demand, creates a powerful economic dynamic: scarcity. And this scarcity is one reason why the first lots of first flush Darjeeling often achieve record-breaking auction prices every spring. The global tea market therefore operates on 2 very different models. On one side are mass market blends, designed for scale, consistency, and convenience. On the other side are estate-specific orthodox teas, produced in small quantities and prized for their individuality. For tea enthusiasts in Europe and Japan, first flush Darjeeling is often treated almost like a vintage wine release. Collectors and connoisseurs track the earliest harvests from specific estates, sometimes buying entire lots within days of auction. Ultimately, the difference between orthodox and CTC tea is not merely technical. It reflects a deeper structure where chemistry, geography, labor, and tradition all converge. Darjeeling cannot compete with other tea regions in sheer volume. Instead, it competes in something far more valuable: delicacy and distinction. And that is why a single cup of first flush Darjeeling represents far more than tea. It represents an entire Himalayan ecosystem, crafted by human hands and shaped by mountain air. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And press the bell icon so you never miss a new video from Experience Himalaya.